Hello friends. This video is brought to you by mywayteaching.com.
Consider the following diagram. Here the x-axis and the y-axis are drawn on a graph paper. Let us take 2 points P and Q on the graph paper, and now let us try to find the distance of the point P from x-axis and y-axis. So we draw a perpendicular PM on the x-axis and PN on the y-axis. Now it is clear that distance of point P from the x-axis is PM and its distance from the y-axis is PN. So our point P will have two coordinates, x coordinate and y coordinate. In general, we write it as this, where x coordinate of point P is its perpendicular distance from the y-axis, that is, its coordinate will be 5, and y coordinate of point P will be the perpendicular distance from the x-axis, so the y coordinate will be 4. Always remember that in stating the coordinates of the point in the coordinate plane, the x coordinate comes first and the y coordinate comes next. And we have to place the coordinates in a bracket. X coordinate is also known as abscissa and y coordinate is also called ordinate. Let us now find the coordinates of the point Q. So we draw a perpendicular QR on the x-axis and QS on the y-axis. Then coordinates of point Q are -6 and -3. X coordinate is -6 and y coordinate is -3. Here we can note that the coordinates of a point describe it uniquely. That means there is no other point on this plane which can have the coordinates 5, 4. Similarly, there is no other point except Q which can have the coordinates -6, -3. Hence, we can say that the Cartesian system helps us in describing a point uniquely. Let us read the question. See the figure and complete the following statements. First statement is, the abscissa and the ordinate of the point B are dash and dash respectively. Hence the coordinates of B are dash and dash. To find x coordinate and y coordinate of point B, first step is to draw perpendiculars on the x-axis and the y-axis. Then we can see that x coordinate is 4 and y coordinate is 3. So point B has x as 4 and y coordinate as 3, and we can write that x-coordinate or abscissa of point B is 4 and y-coordinate or the ordinate of point B is 3. So the coordinates of point B are 4, 3. Next, according to the question, we have to find the x-coordinate and y-coordinate of the point M and hence the coordinates of point M. Again, we draw the perpendiculars from M on y-axis and x-axis and find that distance of point M from y-axis is -3. So x-coordinate is -3 and distance of point M from x-axis is 4. So the y-coordinate is 4. That means abscissa is -3 and ordinate is 4. According to the third part of the question, we have to find the coordinates of point L. So let us proceed. We draw the perpendiculars on the x and the y-axis and then we see that the distance of point L from y-axis is -5. So our x-coordinate is -5 and distance of point L from the x-axis is -4. So y-coordinate is -4 and hence we have abscissa as -5 and ordinate as -4. In the fourth part of the question, we are asked the coordinates of point S. So let us proceed. We draw the perpendiculars from point S on the x-axis and the y-axis, and now our distance of point S from the y-axis is 3. So the x-coordinate is 3 and distance of S from the x-axis is -4. So the y-coordinate is -4. And hence we have in the answer that the coordinates of point M are -3 and 4, of point L are -5, -4, and of point S are 3 and -4. Let us read the question. Write the coordinates of the points marked on the axis. That is, we have to find the coordinates of A, B, C and D. Firstly, we will understand that the coordinates of the origin are 0, 0 because it has 0 distance from both the axes. So, abscissa is 0 and ordinate is also 0. We must also remember that x-coordinate of the point is the distance from the y-axis and y-coordinate of the point is the distance from the x-axis. Now let us proceed to find the coordinates of point A. Distance of point A from the y-axis is 4. So its x-coordinate is 4. Since A lies on the x-axis, So its distance from x-axis is 0. Hence, the y-coordinate of point A is 0. Now let us look at point B. Point B lies on the y-axis. So distance of point B from the y-axis will be 0. That means x-coordinate is 0. Now distance of point B from the x-axis is 3. So y-coordinate of point B is 3. Now let us find the coordinates of C. We can understand this as that since C lies on the x-axis, it will only have x-coordinate, and x-coordinate is the distance of point C from the y-axis, which is -5, and y-coordinate will be 0. Similarly, for point D, it lies on the y-axis, so it will only have y-coordinate. That means x-coordinate will be 0, and the distance is -4, so y-coordinate is -4. In the answer we will write that coordinates of point A are 4, 0, coordinates of point B are 0, 3, coordinates of point C are -5, 0, and coordinates of point D are 0, -4.